Hi everybody, I hope you're doing well, and this video is not meant to kick a brother when he is down at all, and I spent a tremendous amount of time with Jim Staley when he was in prison, and we wrote a lot of letters back and forth. He and I was one of his people on his list. We wrote back and forth, we did a lot of stuff. I ended up helping his wife with some financial stuff that they were bearing down on their family, and so we spent an enormous amount of time helping Jim and his wife and his family. And I always told Jim when he got out of prison, if he needed any kind of help or anything, I would totally be able to do this. And Jim didn't like me. Exactly. Jim likes me, but he doesn't want to get near me because I am the one who runs 153news.net. And so if you are somebody who runs 153news.net, I am a target for everything, and you don't want it exactly be associated with me, especially where Jim is. And so Jim got out of prison. He said thank you, and his wife, and everything was good of that sort. And so I've been watching his ministry from the sidelines. And a month or so ago, probably about a month or so ago, Jim started doing a whole bunch of stuff on the month of Elul. And when you guys understand the Bible, and when you guys understand that our Creator does not want anybody to ever add or take away from the Bible, you will understand that the month of Elul is all Babylonian mysticism. This stuff all comes not from the Bible, but this comes from somewhere else. And so Jim started teaching on Elul. He started teaching day 1, 2, 3. Basically, he had a video every single day for 9 videos, for 29 days. And so when you look in YouTube now, YouTube has completely purged Jim. They took out his family channel, they took out his ministry channel, they took out all of his teachings. So it looked like they got 3 channels, which is very, very weird because Jim doesn't want to talk about things. He's a round earther, right? He does not want to talk about flat earth at all, even though it's very clear in the Bible that the earth is a stationary thing. And so he doesn't want to get his feelings hurt or look bad in the eyes of the public or something of the sort. And I understand that. He's a nice guy. He's a gentle guy when it comes to men. And so I want to show you guys this. And I truly believe that the hand of YHWH has taken out Jim Staley. And again, I love Jim. I love his family and everything of the sort. It's that when we get on the wrong path, if we start teaching Yah's people wrongly, that is a big problem. So let's take a quick look right here. What is the month of Elul exactly? And so the month of Elul is, I like this one right here. This is where I was trying to figure out where it came from. And so let's just go over this together. When ancient Israel fell under the dominion of great empires, its calendar was radically altered. This is because in ancient societies, times and calendars are mainly controlled by political rulers. Before I go any further on this, our Creator has his own month names. Month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5. You get it, right? And then we have day 1, day 2, day 3. We don't have the Babylonian stuff. We don't have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, blah, 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 things of that nature. We have 7th day, which is today, where we are supposed to be celebrating our day of rest with our Creator. And so when we take on things outside the Bible and we start teaching Jewish mysticism that came out of Babylon, that is going to anger our Creator without a shadow of doubt. It's going to very much anger him. So let's continue on. So we find that in most of the Hebrew Bible, the months of the year are only numbered and hardly ever named. But after the Babylonian exile, in the books of Zechariah, Esther, Ezra, Nehemiah, Babylonian month names suddenly appear and have become quite frequent. And then you can see that in the Bible. It talks about Adar. It talks about, Nisan, things like that. That is all out of Jewish mysticism, and it should never, ever be in the Bible at all. Babylonian month names suddenly appear and become quite frequent. The Babylonian months of Nisan, Sivan, Elul, Kislev, Tevet, Shevet, and Adar are used either on their own or alongside numbered months. Nisan is the spring, is consistently equated in these books as the first month of Exodus. Nisan indeed was the first month. The use of Babylonian names, which later became standard in the Jewish calendar, is hardly surprising in the context of the post-Textlic period. The Babylonian calendar originated in Babylonia in the early 2nd millennium BCE, spread to the rest of Mesopotamia in the late 2nd millennium BCE, and they became, in the 1st millennium BCE, the official calendar of the great empires of Assyria, Babylon, Babylonia, and Persia in use across the whole Near East. The Jews under the Persian rule adopted it as their own calendar, as did many other people in the Persian Empire. Now, when we talk about Jews right here, guys, we are only talking about Yahudah, right? We're talking about the fourth son of Jacob, right? And so we are not talking about all of Israel. So when people just throw it out that the Jews went into exile, that is not correct. That is only one tribe out of all the tribes of Israel that went into exile. And so this is not correct. People don't understand this. People blame the Jews for a lot of stuff, and it's not the Jews. If you are a chosen person of our Creator, right? If you follow the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator, you're called a Hebrew. You're called an Ibri, right? You're not called a Baptist or a Mormon or anything of the sort. God's people are called an Ibri. And back in the days when they were coming out of Mitzrayim, you would pick like all the slaves that came out of Mitzrayim with the people of our Creator, right? There was 1 million slaves that came out, and they just joined up into whatever tribe they wanted to do. So if you wanted to be part of Yahudah, where they were the warriors, then they joined into Yahudah. And if they kept the law, statutes, and commands, the Torah is good for the stranger and for the native. It is good for everybody. There's not a separate Torah for anything. And so if we begin to start teaching things that came out of Babylon instead of things that come out of the Bible, it doesn't matter what your heart is. And so Jim dedicated 29 videos to the 29 days of Elul, and then he questions right here why YouTube took down all of his stuff. And honestly, since he's not somebody who's political and somebody who doesn't want to put himself out for things like flat earth or for the situation that is going across the world right now, he didn't speak out on it because he didn't want to offend people, and he was trying to build up a ministry. He built it up in the wrong way. And I truly believe without a shadow of a doubt that Yahuwah maimed our brother Jim in this event, that he took down his platform, right? He no longer has a platform. And if they take down this Spanish one, Ministerio Pasión por la Verdad, it's going to be the end of Jim Staley. He has zero, there's no way for him to get the information out. In fact, even him the other day, he only has 274 views, where he was, had like 8,000 or 9,000 per video. And so I was actually going to do a video against this. I don't keep in contact with Jim anymore. I haven't talked to him anymore. I let him do his thing. And I was going to do a video a couple of weeks ago and expose Jim Staley. And as much as I love Jim, if he is teaching the wrong thing, if he is teaching things that came out of Babylon, that is not what our Creator wants. He doesn't want you to add to the Torah or take away to the Torah. He don't want you to name months and do things of that sort. Guys, Babylon is not what our Creator wanted us. That is a place where they all went to exile and they learned stuff. They learned Babylonian mysticism. That's where the Talmud comes from. Guys, the Talmud is what the Jews believe in. And unfortunately, there's some stuff in the Talmud that'll actually allow you to circumcise a boy and suck on that circumcision part. And that goes against the Torah altogether. You're never, ever supposed to have blood. Our Creator says, don't drink the blood, don't eat the fat, don't do anything like that. And so the things that they pulled out of Babylon was wrong things. And so I truly believe that the hand of Yahuwah has come, and he has taken Jim's channel. He's taken his voice away. And for those who've been on YouTube, who've been blacklisted and blackballed like this, you never come back, right? They have a process, an algorithm, and different things that once you're banned like this, you will never come back up. You'll come back up a little bit, but you will never come back fully, because they won't let people find you. And when they do, if you become popular, they'll nuke you again. So guys, in everything that we do, we must make sure that it is according to the Bible. We do not want to get into Jewish mysticism. We do not want to be teaching about Jewish mysticism. Like the month of Elul, nobody should even know about this. It doesn't even matter, because it's the 5th month, 6th month. That's all it should be. So again, I'm not trying to throw Jim under the bus. I hate when a man goes down, but it makes very good sense why Yahuwah did what he did. And I would always tell Jim, I would help him. I would help him set up a platform. 153news.net is a video platform. We set it up. We have 50,000 some views a day. And so it would be easy for me to set up and help him out. But I wouldn't be doing it if he's teaching on things like Elul. I wouldn't be interested in helping. And this is where we're at. And I'm sure he knows this. And I stick straight to the Torah. the Bible, and that's it. So, guys, I hope you guys have a good day. Much love to you. I'm out.